Chris and I have dreamt of this day to have all of our friends and families all together and mixing, and to sit up here and to watch it all happen in front of our eyes has just been so incredible and so special to us, and something we honestly, I don't think ever thought would happen. But you made it happen. So I really want to raise a glass to all of you, first and foremost, because you have made this day. Quite the international bunch.
It means a lot to me, a lot to us, that you're here. Australians aren't so bad after all.
This week, the Australians and Canadians have gotten along quite nicely. As Australians, you have to put up with our Canadian culture with a side of American. Eat, okay? And as Canadians, we have to put up with your Australian culture with a side of criminality. So it's actually a miracle. It's actually a miracle that we get along at all.
Belle, standing here today with you has been a moment I've imagined for a very long time. The past 8.5 years together have been the happiest of my life, and you mean the absolute world to me. When we first met, our conversations flowed so seamlessly, and I knew there was something special about you. You're truly a remarkable woman.
I wanna be everything you needed.
Now, this love story that we're all here gathered to celebrate today had its very romantic beginnings in the beautiful Dutch town of Maastricht, which is where Bel and Chris were both living at the time on exchange. The very first time they met, Chris, the clever clogs, he picked up right away that Bel was an Aussie, and he opened the conversation with Happy Australia Day for yesterday. Their chat after that came easily for both of them. There were about 50 people at that dinner that night, but Chris, he only remembers her. Chris claims Bel would later invite herself over for dinner, and Chris, well, he was ready to seize the moment. He had to make an impression, so he pulled out the big guns. A packet of $3 Aldi pasta and some sauce from a can.
But you see, Chris wasn't the only one who took a chance. Bel took a chance too, an even bigger one, a more vulnerable one. It's actually the reason we're sitting here today. It's not because of your $5 pasta. I don't know if anyone else thought you could have done a little better on that. After a few nights on the town in Maastricht, it was clear that sparks were flying between these two. But sparks only get you so far. Someone needs to light the fire. And Bel lit that fire. How'd she do it? Well, one night, when they were out on the town yet again, she pulled Chris aside and rather impatiently asked, "Why haven't you kissed me yet?" And that is actually what started everything. So over the course of tonight, I want each of you to think about how you're going to take a chance in your own life. Because if Chris and Bel are any indication, you never know whether that something or someone will lead, and I'm pretty sure it could be pretty special.
I know that I'll never need a reason.
The first time we actually remember hearing about Chris was actually not from Bel, from our beloved grandma Zizzo. So she was always very progressive and always kept up with the times. So she had signed herself up for Facebook. Except in this instance, she'd actually got her wires crossed and told me about Charles Bridge, Bel's new boyfriend. Charles Bridge being a medieval stone arch bridge in Prague that Bel and Chris had actually posed for a photo on and posted to Facebook with a geotag. So for a while there, Chris, I have to let you in on a bit of a secret. When Bel thought you were a secret to all of us, we referred to you as Chucky. To my husband, Chris.
We gon' still score.
Hold up, tell me what it feel like. Yeah, I've been on the road, but I still write. Yeah, I've been missing home when it feel like. I've been getting on, and it feel right. I hope we still good. We both got real life. Just know I'm forever there, though we still tight. I'm forever there, though we still tight. Just know I'm forever there.
To my beautiful wife. Doesn't she look amazing? You are truly the most caring and selfless woman I have ever met. Since moving to Australia, you have always done your absolute best to make me happy. Moving to the other side of the world without any of your friends and family is one of the most challenging things someone can do. And without you, I would not have had the confidence to do it. Solely because of you, I've thrived here, learned to embrace Australian life, and you have made me a better man. I'm so proud to stand beside you today as your partner in life, your ningaroo, special friend, and now husband.
Oh, I just wanna live with you forever.
Chris, Ning Nong, Ningy Ningaroo. Every time I went to write my vows, I was overwhelmed with excitement that I get to marry you and gratitude that I've been able to share the past 9 years with my best friend and supporter.
I promise to make you laugh until your sides hurt, give you a shoulder to cry on, and to be honest and kind.
And in February, we're getting married. Oh, in February, we're getting married.
I'm so excited to start this next chapter in our lives, and I love seeing how much joy and happiness your niece Minnie and nephew Jackaroo bring to your life.
Oh, in February.
You let me be my truest, most raw self, from my silly dancing to my shocking hymn singing. You've helped me become a better person, more patient, with more empathy, more humility, and you always remind me to stop and smell the roses along the way.
I promise to thank you for holding my hands, even though my palms are ridiculously sweaty. And finally, I promise to remind you how much I love you every day and let you know how grateful I am for your love. Bel, you mean everything to me and have changed my life for the better. I'm so proud to marry you today, and I cannot wait to spend the rest of our lives together as husband and wife. I love you.
You are the person I never want to stop making memories with, the person I fall more in love with every day.